Here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time, delivering live free European football picks and more. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us so you can bet in the best numbers from our expert handicappers picks here. Paul Legredo does a great job here on our show. Soccer Picks Daily, Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern. I remind you a few things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. Also, would love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And also make note of our changes over at TonySpace.com. We've now added some features, functionality to our site. If you're looking for our best bet of the day from our cappers, just click the best bet tab and you'll see that there. And you can just see the plays that are available right now as you scroll down TonySpace best bet column. You see Paul has a Bundesliga best bet of the week available right there. And actually makes it $15. We'll talk about that $15 pick here in just a second. You can scroll down and see I have something up there. So best bets now, these are games that stand out on the handicapper's card. Only one best per league per day. You'll see more than one on some of them because the cappers handicap more than one league. So a best bet, one best bet per day, per league, as you can see up there on our site. How we have it all set up here. As you see, Tiffany has two because she has the WNBA and MLB. So you can, that's how that works. Also, our $15 promotional pick. Cappers can designate one play as a $15 premium pick just to get you introduced to their service. You can see Paul has his Bundesliga best bet of a week. Not only is it a best bet, but he also made it his $15 premium pick. So a lot of times the cappers will do that. And of course, the picks you see on the right is our pick ticker. These are the games that start here at upcoming games. That's what we call upcoming games, sorted by time, so you can see the picks that are coming up. You can click by sport. We have MLB, WNBA, tennis. We have soccer as well. Nick has a soccer game coming up here in about a few minutes here. So guys, 12 minutes, so you can get on board here with this one by clicking the buy button and get signed up. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get the show underway. Let's welcome in Paul Legredo. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Paul, what's happening?
Doing good. I'm watching some soccer right now. We got some action live in the Champions League qualifiers. We got it's an interesting day actually because we got more Champions League matches later on. We got some MLS plays and we got some Copa de Brasil. It's the Brazilian Cup, which I really believe I found some really good value there. So let's get to you guys those free plays so you can see what I'm talking about.
That's right. Let's get the free plays here from Paul Legredo. We have a 5-pack here from you. We got 3 for one game, so let's get this one underway here. Action here from Copa de Brasil here for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. We have 3 picks from this game. We'll start with the first one here. Corinthians against Athletico. Go.
Yeah, Corinthians, they're kind of in a bad form right now, winless in their last 4 in all competitions, and recently dropped out of the Copa Libertadores. They lost both matches against fellow Brazilian side Flamengo. And this particular match that we're talking about is the second leg of the Brazilian Cup quarterfinals. And Corinthians, they're now playing at home. They're hosting Atletico Go. Atletico Go, they beat them by 2-0 in the first leg. So Corinthians now need a win by at least 2 goals in order to have a fighting chance. If they win by exactly 2 goals, the match will go straight to penalty kicks. So this is a very interesting match to watch. And the Corinthians, they really want the cup. They've stated so. They have a ton of quality in the roster, and they have very demanding fans that will not be happy if they get eliminated by a team of a lower caliber. So the players are all banded together. This is considered a match of the season for Corinthians, and they're expected to attack their opponents from the first minute. So first play we're going to take here is Corinthians -1 at +102.
All right, Paul Legredo's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Copa de Brasil for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. Corinthians Athletico Go. His first pick from this game is Corinthians -1, the return +102. Hey guys, you're tuning in to Soccer Picks Daily with us Monday through Friday, 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you're with us live by subscribing and sending those notifications. Be live with us so you can bet in the best numbers from our picks from our expert here, Paul Legredo. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. We're going to continue on. Pick 2, we're the second pick here from this Copa de Brasil match for Wednesday. Corinthians and Athletico Go.
Yeah, as I said, Corinthians, they need to overturn a 2-goal deficit that they have from the first leg on the road. So now they play at home. I expect them to have a very warm home crowd cheering for them. Again, they are the better team. I expect them to attack their opponents from the first minute. So I think a rather safe bet to make is taking the over 1 goal in the first half at plus 110.
All right.
In the event of exactly one goal, your bet is pushed. So you're gonna need two goals still to get a win. But one goal is, I think that's a minimum in the first half.
All right, Paul Legretto's finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Copa de Brazil for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. Corinthians, Athletico. He likes this one over one goal here. First half, the return here at plus 110. You guys are tuned to Topic Still here, joined by Paul Legretto's. If you're looking for Paul's best bet, he's been on a best bet run here of 23-5 in his past 29 best bet releases. You can get on board right now with Paul by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and get signed up to his long-term passes. He also has the Bundesliga Best Bet of the Week up there right now, as well as his long-term passes. But remember, the promo code is TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Let's continue on here with Soft Picks Daily, joined by Paul Legretto's. Pick 3 from this one, the Copa de Brazil for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. Corinthians, Athletico, go.
Yeah, I like to bet on correct scores sometimes, and my predictions are not totally random. In this case, I love to bet on correct scores in situations like this, where you're in a knockout match, the second leg, you have the result from the first leg, so you know exactly what type of score can get you to the penalty shootout. So we often see matches in the second leg to match the correct score of the first leg, and these two teams, they eventually do go to the penalty shootout. So I think it's worth a shot here. Plus 500. We're going to take Corinthians to win by 2-0. Plus 500. They've done it before in the past. So far in the season, they've shut out teams a lot. They have a lot of wins by 1-0. A couple of them by 2-0. While Atletico go, they sometimes they remain scoreless on the road, and this again is a very tough match for them. So we're going to take Corinthians to win by exactly 2-0 at plus 500 here.
All right, Paul Legretto's find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Copa de Brazil for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. Corinthians and Athletico, go. He likes this one here. Corinthians to win by 2-0. Exact score of the return, plus 500. All right, you guys are tuned to Soft Picks Daily. Join us Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you live with us so you can bet in the best numbers here with these picks from our expert, Paul Legretto. Let's continue on here with Soft Picks Daily. Copa de Brazil for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. We look at Atletico PR and Flamengo.
Yeah, the two teams, they met for the last time a couple of days ago for the Brazilian league, the Serie A. Of course, they both used reserves because this match that we're talking about is just a couple of days after that one. So they were preparing for this match and they used their reserves. And Flamengo, they thrashed Atletico by 5-0 at home, but again, take that result with a grain of salt because both teams, they were getting ready for this very, very crucial match in the quarterfinals. Now, the first match was a goalless draw, and now Atletico PR, Atletico PR, they're led. Their coach is one of the best coaches in Latin soccer. His name is Luis Felipe Scolari. He is really a mastermind, and since he took over, Atletico PR have been really they've gone unbeaten in their last 15 matches at home, 11 wins, 4 draws, and they also beat Flamengo in that span with 1-0. So Flamengo, it's really hard to go against Flamengo right now. They're in terrific form. They won 5 in a row in all competitions, unbeaten in the last 10 with 9 wins and 1 draw. But Atletico PR have a more experienced coach. They're playing at home. They have the Copa de Brazil as one of their main wishes for the season. So go slow with this one, but I think there is a good chance we'll see Atletico PR not losing. So we're going to take Atletico PR plus half a goal at plus 105 here.
All right, Paul Legretto's finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Copa de Brazil for Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Time. Atletico PR and Flamengo. And this one he likes at Flamengo PR here, plus half goal, the return, plus 105. All right, you guys are tuned to Soft Picks Daily here, joined by Paul Legretto. So if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here with Soft Picks Daily. Next up here, our pick 5 from our 5-pack, MLS for Wednesday night, the late night game, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Vancouver taking on Colorado.
Yeah, I already gave out free play. I think it was yesterday or the day before. The both teams to score. Now that price has plummeted, so I guess you could theoretically pair it up with something else in a same game parlay. Now, Vancouver 8-0 to the both teams to score in their last 8, 8-2 to the both teams to score in the last 10 at home. Colorado 10-2 to the both teams to score in the last 12, and 9-2 to the both teams to score in the last 11 on the road. Both teams to score is 6-2 in the last 8 between the two sides. So again, I'm reminding that this is essentially a playoff battle between two teams that are sitting outside the playoff spots by 2 and 3 points respectively. So this is like a kill or be killed type of situation. So I think that Colorado have the better chances here because Vancouver, they won just one of their last 8, and Colorado they've lost just one of their last 6 or 7 matches. So I could definitely see both teams getting on the score sheet here. But I'm going to take it on a different approach, and I'm going to take a same game parlay of Colorado or tie and over 1.5 goals at plus 100. Even.
All right. There you go. Paul Legrados from TonySpicks.com. MLS action for Wednesday, 10 Eastern Time, Vancouver and Colorado. He likes Colorado or tie and over 1.5 goals. The return plus 100. Hey, you guys are tuning in to Soccer Picks Daily. Join us Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like and subscribe. Set notifications. Hey, Paul, before we get to the recap, I want to let everybody know what you have going on over at TonySpicks.com, where you've been on absolute fire with your best bets here. 23-5-1 is past 29 best bets. That's all documented over at the site. If you go over to TonySpicks.com and go down to pictures, you can see all of Paul's plays. They're documented there for you to see. What do you have going on over at TonySpicks.com?
Yeah, I have a $15 Bundesliga bet of the week, which is, of course, a best bet. I think we got the right choice in this one. And I'm going to try something out this weekend. I have a Premier League weekend pass where you'll get all of my Premier League plays for the price of just one. I'm going to do this the same tactic with the La Liga, the League One, the Bundesliga, and the Serie A. So, and the MLS possibly. So I'm going to try this out because I want you guys to get paid by every single one of those big leagues. And of course, we got Champions League starting in less than a month from now. We got Eurobasket in the start of September. We got a lot of action. We got the World Cup later in the season. So, getting maybe a monthly pass or a yearly pass will give you access to all of these plays. Of course, I sometimes give some WNBA plays and a little bit of MLB. I have an algorithm that gives me plays every other day, and if I trust it and if the stats make sense to me, then I give it out as a free play. So head over at my page, use that code that Tony gave you, and get those plays for a fraction of the price.
That's right, guys. Again, we're with Paul Legrados over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll put the numbers up again. 23-5-1, last 29 best bet document premiums over at the site. Paul does have a premier weekend pass, affordable price here at $25. Don't forget his best bet where he's been on fire. Bundesliga, best bet of the week. He made it $15, so get on board there. Of course, probably your best value there is get the long-term passes, as Paul was mentioning, that 30-day all-sports pass. You'll never miss a best bet when Paul releases it in his member area, so get on board with that 30-day all-sports pass. All of Paul's premium plays. He's in action here in the big five here from Europe, as well as MLS. He sometimes dabbles into South America. Once in a while, you may see a League MX. But guys, get on board there with Paul with his 30-day all sports pass. Also, in that period of time, maybe early Euro baskets. Also, he may delve into, as he said, MLB, WNBA. If the stats make sense to him, if the play makes sense, he'll release it. But you have to check the members area for that. So get on board there. He does offer a 1-year yearly sports gold mine. 1 year all the plays from Paul. All his premium plays, of course, all the Big Five, the Champions League, the World Cup, which is coming up in November, any qualifying tournaments as well in the summer. So guys, get on board there with Paul Legrados with that 1 year all sports pass. We'll save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. That will take 20% off on a 1 year pass. That takes $240 off, so it's less than $3 a day when you get that 1 year all sports pass. Apply the promo code. Also, it's $66 off the 1 month all sports pass. So get on board with Paul Legrados over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can use that promo code more than once, so you can use it on all of his best bet plays, his individual plays. You can do that as well. So get on board there. Use Paul with Paul Legrados, a promo code TonyT at checkout, and access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description. Click on the All Cappers tab and getting signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily here, joined by Paul Legrados. And Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, this is a play from the Brazilian Cup going live later tonight. Corinthians versus Athletico Go. First play we're going to make is Corinthians -1 at plus 102. Second play from the Corinthians versus Atletico Go is taking the over 1 goal in the first half, plus 110. Third play from Corinthians versus Atletico Go, we're going to take Corinthians to win by exactly 2-0 at plus 500. Then we get another match from the Copa de Brasil, Athletico PR versus Flamengo RJ. We're going to take Atletico PR plus half a goal at plus 105. And final play for tonight, MLS going live later in the night, Vancouver versus Colorado. We're going to take Colorado or tie and over 1.5 goals at even money.
There you go. From Polygrados, this 5-pack, guys. Get up with Polygrados. Get his best bets right now and his long-term passes, 30-day and 1 year all sports pass available from Polygrados over at TonySpitz.com by clicking the link in the description. Clicking the all cappers tab, get signed up, and that promo code at checkout will save you 20% off. That amounts to $6 on 1 month all sports pass, $240 off on his 1 year all sports using that promo code TonyT at checkout. All right, reminder, guys. Like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us so you can bet in the best numbers from our expert here, Paul Gross, when he gives out his picks here on the Soccer Picks Daily Show. All right, that'll do it here for today's show, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening, make it a winning one. We'll talk with you guys again tomorrow live at 2:15 Eastern Time with Soccer Picks Daily.